Your ambition deserves the right foundation. Build it with the Sagicor Cave School of Business and Management, University of the West Indies Cave Hill campus. At SCHSBM, we push past limits to unlock success. Whether you are starting with an undergraduate degree or advancing with postgraduate studies, your journey begins with a commitment to continuous growth and development. Apply now and redefine what is possible. Visit us at cavehill.uwi.edu/SCHSBM to find the right program for you. You're one application away from success. Your ambition deserves the right foundation. Build it with the Sagicor Cave School of Business and Management, University of the West Indies Cave Hill campus. At SCHSBM, we push past limits to unlock success. Whether you are starting with an undergraduate degree or advancing with postgraduate studies, your journey begins with a commitment to continuous growth and development. Apply now and redefine what is possible. Visit us at cavehill.uwi.edu/SCHSBM to find the right program for you. You're one application away from success.
Tune in to Creative Voices, the ultimate radio call-in program where innovation meets inspiration. Join me, Dr. Sarah Owen, as I welcome brilliant Caribbean creatives and innovators for engaging sessions that promise to spark your creativity. Don't miss this unique opportunity to interact with our guests, ask your burning questions, and gain insights that could elevate your own creative endeavors. Tune in every other Friday from 10 a.m. to midday. Get inspired. Let your voice be heard. Mark your calendars and prepare to embark on a journey of creativity and innovation with Creative Voices.
The importance of co-parenting. Every child has the right to bond with the parents that gave them life. Children are happiest when they can freely communicate and enjoy the time, talents, and lessons that each parent brings to the relationship.
We make co-parenting difficult when we focus on differences rather than what is in the best interests of our children. Parents, your relationship with each other should never affect the relationship you have with your child. Celebrate your children together. They deserve your best. A message brought to you by the Department of Probation and Child Protection Services. Contact us at 467-1311 or 662-6833 for more information.
Let TDC Financial Services help you go for your goals. Whether you're thinking of taking that grand vacation, down payment on a house, higher education, TDC Financial Services has various plans that will allow you to go for your goals. Choose from the Accumulator Plus, Investment Starter Plan, and Fixed Deposit. Ready to go for your goals? Visit us at TDC Financial Services, where money is made easy.
Unlock the secrets to a healthier you. Join Dr. Natalie Osborne every Tuesday at 8:30 a.m. on WinFM 98.9 for Weekly Dose. During this 30-minute health discussion, we aim to educate and empower our listeners on the prevention of diseases, early diagnosis, and timely intervention. Don't miss out on this informative health talk where we teach you to live your best life. Weekly Dose, Tuesdays on WinFM 98.9.
Welcome to Island Tea with your faves. Keep it locked in with us for your daily dose of hot tea only on Win Media 98.9.
And welcome to you and yours. A pleasant good day. The time is approximately 8:08 or 8 minutes moving away from the 8 o'clock hour. And I'm all solitaire here on my lonesome, as Cortensia will not be in today, but should be in tomorrow. Now, let me give you the phone numbers, but before I do so, let me say to you, if there's anything that you feel, any issue that you feel is pressing and you think it need to be aired or discussed, give us a call and let us have a bit of a conversation about such. Whether it be in politics, whether it be social, whether it be regional or otherwise. And the numbers are local numbers 466-0989, 662-0989, 762-0989. In the UK, the number is 033 344-0065. In the US of A, 718-285-928. Let me repeat that again. In the US of A, it is 718-285-6984. In Canada, it is 305-921-4618. Okay, and I see we already have a caller. Hello, good day to you.
Hey, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
You're not alone.
Good to hear that. And how are you today?
Once you radio and you're not alone, you know.
You're right.
Yeah, it's like Christians, you know, we're not alone. They'll never leave us nor forsake us.
Yes.
You don't see anybody, but by the interventions, you know, somebody's there.
Most definitely.
Anyway, today is Liberation Day for the USA. And for us is a day of prayer.
Liberation Day for the
That's
US?
what Trump said. Trump said today is Liberation Day.
Oh, okay.
They're going to put down tariff on everybody.
Oh, boy.
Some people going to get stressed.
Most definitely. I saw an article but I didn't get to peruse it, where it was saying that a lot of layoffs were beginning already.
Yeah, after yesterday, one set of people get laid off.
Yeah.
From the CDC.
Yeah. Huh.
You know, you could see something wrong by that. When the Christian was said that it's demonic.
You know?
Because flu season, thing coming up. But there's a power behind what's going on, you know.
I would think so.
It's not all Trump. Have you ever looked at before I go further, somebody said another radio station that Keith Kayamba passed?
Keith Kayamba Gums?
Yeah.
This is news to me. I have not.
This morning I heard on another radio station.
Okay.
And condolence to Mary Nurse Clark. Her husband passed.
Okay.
If you know Mary, she work along with the disabled, the elderly.
Mm-hmm.
Was very active in the Nevis Association of Persons with Disability.
Yeah, okay.
So Mary, take heart, be encouraged. Be encouraged to you and your family. And to all the members of the association. Good morning, Ratcliffe and his wife in the hospital, all the others, and so many persons, you know.
I think I heard you say that yesterday. Both the husband and wife are in the hospital?
Yeah, Ratcliffe, the blind one, he's blind, his wife blind. Both of them in the hospital.
Wow, that's a hard one.
I'm telling you. So anyway, all of us say, Ratcliffe and Ethel, keep trusting. God will make a way. Our relatives look after him. He's from Guyana.
Okay, yeah.
He has a niece who lives here.
Mm.
So, but they will get help. Because Ratcliffe is a friendly, if you like you.
Mm-hmm.
Very active and, you know.
Yeah.
Very enterprising. You say, Mrs. Henry, you could go. Mr. Not me, nobody gonna knock me down. And his wife would walk from up the industrial site where she used to work.
Yeah.
Down to the bus station.
Yeah.
They take the bus, and they know when they reach, when they soon reach home.
Is he is a very, very tall man, and
Tall
she's
and
a
heavy,
very,
yes.
very short lady?
Right.
Yeah, I
God
remember.
is right.
I remember them. Ages ago, when I used to work at the industrial site, I saw them. I would see him and her, and she's holding his hand, and they're moving along together.
She used to work at the industrial site.
Yes.
Daycare, and then they moved her to the McKnight one.
Yeah.
Which was nearer to the bus stop.
Okay.
And the bus passed right there.
Okay.
You know, so he has been in and out.
Oh.
You know, some heart goes out to them.
Yes. Well, I hope they have a recovery, and sooner than later.
Well, you know it is.
Yeah.
Flu going around and.
Yes.
You know, so all of you, rather than stress, pray. God has taken down and intervened better than we expect.
Yeah.
Because sometimes some of these things good for us too, you know.
Yeah, the learning process.
Yeah, we learn to do sometimes more for ourselves.
Yeah.
because I was wondering if the HIV thing is sponsored by USAID.
Yeah.
Because they're talking about in the States, some of the testing for the HIV testing and whatnot.
Yeah.
A lot of things we take for granted. We will have to learn to manage. It's like when your mother puts you out.
Yes.
You can't go home for lunch.
Yeah.
You learn to eat bread and crackers and
Well,
so.
a lot of nations and countries around the world are learning to get on their own and make their own initiative and so on and so forth without this U.S. aid.
Well, that's why old people say, "Force make water go up the hill."
Yeah.
And so that when we're planning, we got to know what we're planning with and for whom we're planning.
Yeah.
So, so a lot of tension in the countries.
In the U.S.
Europe.
Isn't it around the 5th or so that people are saying they're going to make some big protests? I think, if I'm not mistaken, in the U.S. they're saying that around the 5th there's going to be massive protests in the U.S.
Because they're waiting for today. Because he said today, he promised the 2nd of April. You're going to put tariff on top of tariff and tariff where there's no tariff. Now let me ask you a question. There was the incident, not the incident, about 300 persons have been who were protesting on behalf of Hamas.
Yes.
These are students with green card.
Yeah.
Arrested to be deported.
That is what I'm hearing, but again, there's...
I heard it on C-SPAN on one of those there.
Because there's so much news to peruse, some I see in passing, and I don't get to actually delve into them to find out.
You can't think everything out. You get stressed.
Yeah.
That's for your nerves.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people say, well, the students, they're here, they're legally.
Yeah, they're there legally, and there are other individuals who are there legally that he's been rounding up.
They're going on the campuses, Columbia and different ones.
Yeah,
Harvard and different ones.
For instance...
I said, well, wait, the acting as if America is Israel.
For instance, a lot of Cubans who got over to the U.S. on some special thing to do with seeking haven, and they were given a green card or whatever.
And Haitians too. Haitians were given card when they could get employment.
Well, they are being rounded up and deported. So.
Aye. I tell people,
So now they're crying.
When you're born in a country, build something there.
Yeah.
Because I think if the case going to court, it's a kind of difficulty. Oh, I mean, America will change their friends. Next week now, they and Saudi Arabia's friend. You won't care nothing about Saudi Arabia?
But
the anti-Semitism. No, I am not one of those who engage in that.
Yeah, no.
But if I say what they're doing to Hamas is wrong or is too grievous, I don't see why you should be deported.
No.
When some of your parents would have invested money to send you to the U.S. to study.
Look, there's an item about a particular student, one individual who protested, who verbally expressed, and some U.S. individuals pounced on her, had her nicely beaten up, and then she was set for deportation. So it seems as if it seems as if though in the United States of America, land of democracy, that you
Israel, the actual America is Israel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I am not say, well, Israel wrong or Israel right. But you in another country and they deport you because you speak out against another country?
Yeah. Yeah.
We really need to pray,
You're supposed to just
because they're going to the university. All those who were camping out on the thing, they're looking to see where they're going.
Yeah.
And the people are there legally. That is the point.
That is the point. So let me ask you a question now, Sylvine. As an economist and so on and so forth, do you feel all this tariff on tariff, and we are already seeing some of the spill off, but what do you think about this tariff and tariff? Is it going to be a more positive as opposed to a more negative effect on the U.S.?
Well, it will be mixed,
It could be mixed.
It will be mixed. Because if you tarify the others into bringing their business to the U.S., you will be providing employment.
But so far,
you're dumping out people. But the only trouble is that America is assuming that when they bring all of the companies
back to the U.S.
home,
yeah,
that the U.S. is a big enough market to absorb everything. Because if people can't, you understand what I'm saying?
yes.
Are there enough Americans to buy up? Well, Elon Musk getting his share.
But
people protesting against his vehicles.
But so far, Sylvian, we have not seen this rush back to America that he expected. As a matter of fact, what we are seeing is that others are imposing their own tariffs on U.S. goods.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So that it's like nobody wins the war.
That's it.
And then he was saying, oh, if I was in power, this war wouldn't be there. Well, how come he can't stop none? And I want it done in a day. I mean,
there's an old people saying, see me and come live with me, or there's another one, walk a mile in my shoes. When you're...
This isn't walk a mile, this is, you put tack in your own shoe.
Well, however you want to phrase it. The thing is, when you're out, you can say one thing, but when you're in and the shoes...
That's only one thing, you could say anything.
That's it. You know, but when you're in and you have to deal with the situation, it's not so easily done as
what you see?
As verbally expressed.
You have about Project 25?
Yes, I've been hearing a lot about that. But
I'll take a look at it. A lot of the policies, these are the far-right people. Right, this is what they want to do.
Well, they were denying...
They forget that the only people who really belong to America are the Indians, you know?
Yeah. Well, they don't care. They have the reins of power presently, so they don't care.
Power passes and the empire crash. So if they're seeking to build up an empire, America rule the world, you know. That is it.
But
America rule the world. But the trouble is this: just like how that World War I and II, III will start, because no country is going to allow them to ruin the economy.
No.
And then the poor people, the poor will suffer.
Yeah.
You got money, you could just move. You got your passport, you move.
Yeah.
The poor now got to stand there for all of the inflation.
Yeah.
Job. Some people in shock, you know.
The poor has to grit and try to make a way to survive.
Well, all of us who poor here, we better start to pray.
Yeah.
Because we would have run to the U.S. You can't run there now. The monitoring who say, you know.
Yeah.
The monitoring all the radio station. So some of us be naive, you know.
Yeah, very, very much so.
Me naive. You see all of the things like that now. Imagine this boat come. Thank them for coming. But they're offering services that is offered on a daily basis at our clinics.
Yes.
I said, you know, I mean, really? They're going to give me talk about diabetes, test for HIV, and really? I was hoping they would be offering something, you know, that is hard to access.
Yes, yeah.
Even bring some medication when I hear. They're going to give us some talk on diabetes. Really? HIV last month, which I did about HIV testing. I mean, you could go into the clinic any day and ask them to test your sugar.
Wow.
Or your blood pressure. Do you understand that?
Yes.
This does not... And then look at the countries that they're visiting. They come to monitor our reaction. And by the way, Cleo said something I didn't appreciate yesterday.
Cleo?
You know,
yes.
Good morning, Cleo.
Yeah.
We hate America. We hate America.
You know, I didn't like that. I didn't like that broad statement. I guess she was
She mean the reaction.
I guess
you know?
she was caught up in her passion at the moment. I don't think.
You know, but I think she's because you only hear some of us, you don't hear all.
Yeah.
We say you all hate America. That's the way some people dying to go to in St. Kitts.
Yeah.
You know, because when that kind of message get back to Trump, we're gonna get tariff on top of tariff.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, but good morning, Cleo. Nothing against you, only that I think you really weren't thinking in this kind of atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Who ain't for me is America's thing. Who ain't for me is against me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Kalangela said, who ain't for us is against us.
And also when she made that broad statement, I was thinking individuals who are of a darker pigmentation should be very aware of what is happening in the U.S. to individuals of a darker pigmentation. So when...
I wouldn't even think about darker because a lot of people go up there and get the same knockabout.
Yeah, but I think about darker because I am a darker person and
I
whatever.
I know, but you got to broaden your perspective,
Yes,
right?
but I think about darker because I'm a
more
darker
concerned,
individual and I am concerned about what happens to people of my skin pigmentation, okay?
Yeah, I know, but I don't really subscribe totally to that.
But that's
because
you.
there's so many white poor. I mean, you won't believe the condition under which some of them live, those who live in the country and whatnot.
But a lot of the white poor, it seems to me, I could be wrong, but it seems to me that the majority of the white poor are the ones who make up this MAGA stuff and are supporting
because
Trump.
They're desperate. When you're in a thing and you, as we just say in Jamaica, you live next to the mansion and you see the dog playing with bread.
Yes.
The dog in the rich man yard playing around with what you
want,
get.
yes.
So it's a reaction. Cause, well, how come we're not getting to? I mean, when
But
you
is
hear
it
even
is it an
there are more
informed?
whites on the listener.
Yes. Is it an informed reaction though? Shouldn't your
informed? Do you think that's they're informing that when they look, you see, some of them didn't expect to see any black people in certain position.
Okay.
So you look up and you put on your TV, you say, I wouldn't talk about Oprah because Oprah way ahead of them.
Yeah.
But how come they get you and we ain't get you?
That's the point I was trying to make when I spoke about darker pigmentation.
So that they look, just like, for example, take St. Kitts. We have some people who don't want to work, they want to beg, right?
Yes.
And they might see some Guyanese, even same color, come in.
Yes.
And you see them getting through. But how they get through?
Yeah.
How they get out? Have you considered the sacrifices they made?
You know, I have a problem with that every time. I speak about it because I say, well, they come and they are prepared to put themselves, their shoulders to the wheel and work hard.
Yeah.
And but Sylvian, I saw that years ago.
That is with the poor white and the black.
I saw that years ago when I was a young chap in the USVI when the so-called Tomians used to say that about us. They used to say, "You island folks, you island folks." Yeah. So it within us who are of a darker pigmentation, we also have that infighting.
That's what I'm telling you. You know what surprised me in St. Thomas? I used to go down by my brother. He lived Anna's Retreat.
Yes.
I remember the first time I went on Main Street, I said exactly an animal. We were the black people business. I said, they have rights in this place, you know?
Mm-hmm.
All the jewelry stores and things on the main street.
Everything.
In the, wait. We, St. Thomas full of black people. We are the black people businesses.
Yeah.
I said, boy, one of these days, in frustration, they're going to have something.
Yeah.
You know, so. But the guy is coming, they improve agriculture in Nevis.
Yeah, in St. Kitts too.
And let me say, a lot of them are highly qualified, you know.
Most definitely.
Yes. They can't really, because some of these they wouldn't stay in the schoolyard. I mean, really, they sacrifice a lot.
Yes.
you see them selling by the street. I think everybody can read as we just say.
Yeah.
They build up farms. They sell. We got a lot of pride.
Yeah.
And we like to sit down and, they want their pap.
So it is exactly the same thing that is happening in the U.S. where those
the
who
poor
are
whites watching the blacks.
Yes, they felt prior to the blacks advancing and elevating, they felt that just to be American citizens was enough. Yeah, but now
and sometimes they live, and then sometimes the movement of the factories, the same one they're fighting to get back.
Yeah.
Move out, leave a whole set of place.
Yeah.
One time I was on a bus going from Maryland. I was going down to Trenton. I think it's Trenton.
Yeah.
Trenton in Philadelphia, though.
Yes.
They were on the other side of the bridge. And I am on this bus, taking the bus to go down to where the black people take place now. Anyway, the bus went into an area. Look so depressed.
Mm-hmm.
I said to myself, where do these people here work?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've seen some places in America, you wonder, how do people live?
Yeah. Sylvine, okay, you're finished?
Well, I am making an intervention. So
well, I don't want you to go yet. The intervention I was going to make is to say, you see, from the time I started, I opened the line and we have been verbally interacting. I have not seen another individual try to call in. I say that to say this. Sometimes when we have a rapport like we're having now, after the show I get complaints that this person says, oh, they were waiting to call in, but this wasn't, this other person was on the line.
You could say,
I'm saying...
You could stop me at any point in the conversation.
That is what I'm saying, but so far I've not seen one other individual try to interact. And
let me tell you something.
And when I have you on the phone or anyone else and you want to interact, I'm going to interact with you. When someone else calls, then I will either say, don't hang up, or if I feel that you've been on a long time, as you have been presently, I might say, okay, there's another caller, but there's not been.
More than that, man. It's more than that. Mm-hmm. I've been accused. Why I don't keep up the radio? So as far as I'm concerned, only some people have opinions.
Yeah, and should be expressed.
Yes. And the thing about women, they like to run them out. Now, if you keep yourself ignorant.
Well, Sylvine,
you have a cell phone, right?
Sylvine,
you have a cell phone.
Sylvine, it seems as if they have heard you, so I see the phone lighting up. So
Good morning, my good friends. Friends.
Hello.
Time to pray today.
Yes.
All right.
Take care, Sylvine. Hello, caller.
Hey, good morning, man. How you doing today, man?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah, nice conversation, man. Yeah, I mean, sometimes we need more interaction, right?
Most definitely.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, man.
So what is on your mind now?
Yeah, what's going on in the world today? Like I want to say, a lot of stuff going on for decades and centuries. But guess what? We weren't living centuries ago.
Yeah.
So right now, whatever we hear and we see and we feel, it's just our time now.
Yeah, what we are feeling presently. We have another caller, but don't go. We have another caller, but don't go. Go ahead, make your point, and then I'm going to let the other caller interject.
Wars and rumors of wars and evilness and all this stuff that's going on now. It's been going on for years.
Yeah.
It ain't just start happening right now. Mm-hmm. It's just our time to witness this stuff right now.
Yes.
But guess what? We got evilness and we got all this negativity going on in our own families.
Yeah.
We got corruption everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
St. Kitts and Nevis is not exempt from none of this stuff.
Most definitely.
We got corruption in the USA. We got corruption in SKN. We got corruption around the world.
Yeah.
I'm just taking in this stuff, and bearing a witness to all this stuff that's going on. Because guess what? 20, 30 years from now, we're going to be pushed on the back burner, and then it's going to be our kids, our children's time.
Yeah, yeah.
What we got to try to ensure is to try to leave a better world for our children.
Yeah, yeah. Let the other caller interject. Don't go. Let the... hello?
Good morning, Quint.
Yeah.
Greetings once again in Jesus' name, the only Savior of sinners from the sins and from hell, and second person of the eternal Trinity. Now, I would really like to speak of a few issues, but I was wondering if it is best that when the caller finish.
Yeah, let the other caller.
I wanted to mention a few issues.
Okay, so caller, make your point, and then Greg will speak. Caller?
Yeah, as we see what's been unraveling in the USA, it is not fake. It's real.
Yes, real.
Persons are here. No one in the USA, it seems right now, is safe. Whether you have a green card or you have citizenship and you're from another country, we are all not safe. Donald Trump is the new president of the USA. The man said he's going to do certain things, and not by a long shot. You can't believe that he's not going to do some of these things. The man is a person that does what he says he's going to do. So all the dominant effects that's happening throughout the world is going to happen as long as this man is in power. 4 years of this stuff. We got to concentrate on our own small islands and get ourselves up to speed.
Yeah.
You know, the conversation has started in the USA about Donald Trump 2028. That is not a fake. The man wants a third term, and he potentially is going to get it because he got the support.
I don't think he's going to get it. I could be wrong, but I don't think he's going to get it. I think this next
we don't know what the future holds.
That is true, but I think how things play out in this 4 years, I like I said, I could be wrong, but I don't think he's going to get another term. But go ahead with your point.
He's gonna push his luck no matter what. He's already started pushing his luck, and his supporters already started. I've seen banners and placards on people's property yesterday.
Yes.
Trump 2028.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me spin back into the Federation. We are rapidly approaching another election in the Federation, and that conversation has started already.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to get the people of St. Kitts and Nevis to realize the next election that's coming up is going to be real interesting. No one on the ground in St. Kitts and Nevis don't take that next election coming up lightly, because we potentially can break out into chaos and vast there, and we don't want that. We are asking, me personally, I'm asking the electorates to do what they got to do, make a conscious choice. You know, get registered and get prepared to go to the polls and make your X. Once the X is made and, you know, the government is formed, we move on. Time to govern again.
Yeah.
But what we are seeing right now in the Federation is that our politicians, our leaders, they have too much egos. They're not maturing, and they're not looking at the electorates enough.
Yes.
They don't have the integrity. They're selling out the place, and they are not representing the people that's put them there. Right now, there was a conversation on another radio station yesterday, and what I observed already, the politics in SKN is heating up. The electorates are very disappointed, and they're getting angry. So if this transpires into when the next election happens, we are potentially looking at a bad situation in SKN, and we don't want that. So we are asking our leaders and our politicians to be aware of that. They cannot put us at danger. Whatever that clear path is going to be towards forming the next election, whether it's a coalition or a unity arrangement, that got to be worked out ASAP so that chaos doesn't break out in the street. And it's only our politicians of the day is going to stop that from happening. And if these guys let chaos break out in the street, then they need to be held accountable. So that's my little contribution for now, man. I'll yield there, but
okay. Take care. Thanks for your interjection.
I just wish the people of St. Kitts and Nevis the best, man. Thanks a lot.
Yeah,
thanks.
Same to you. I'm going to take a bit of a commercial break, and I'll be right back.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
Let's stop child sexual abuse. The age of consent is 16, yet our 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, and 10-year-olds are becoming victims of sexual abuse and exploitation, which is being forced into sexual activity before they are old enough to decide. This causes mental, emotional, and physical harm to our children. Parents, it is your responsibility to protect and to educate your children. Develop a relationship of trust with your child. If they trust you, they will tell you. Child sexual abuse cannot be our norm. We must work together to correct this. Help us prevent, help us protect, help us prosecute. A message by the Department of Probation and Child Protection Services. Contact us at 467-1311 or 662-6833 for more information.
Every step you take. St. Kitts and Nevis, are you ready to step up for mental health? It's time to lace up, show up, and make a difference. Join the Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis' annual mental health walk run on May 17th at Figgy Bay Lawn, starting at 4:30 a.m. sharp. Choose from 4 package options, starting at just $40 EC. Bring your best friend, your fur buddy, or your entire squad, and let's hit the road for a cause. Win cash prizes from $1,000 to $2,500. Plus special prizes for the best dressed person, youngest participant, and more. Register today at any Development Bank branch or WhatsApp 869-765-4342. Together, step by step, we move for a mentally healthy federation. A huge thank you to our incredible sponsors for standing with us for mental health. Terms and conditions apply.
Voices has a new time. Starting Friday, January 24, tune in from 10 to 12 on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for Voices right after Island Tea on Win FM. Money Matters with Dr. Terrence Martin moves to Monday afternoons from 1 to 2 p.m. Inside the News on Saturday mornings, now 10 to 12 noon. Tune in to Win FM 98.9. Log on to winmediaskn.com and our YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch pages. And let's go. Keep up with the news on our website and by following our Win Media SKN channel on WhatsApp. Message your comments or call Win FM at 466-0989, 662-0989, or call our U.S. numbers from anywhere, 718-285-6984, 305-921-4619, and call our sales office at 466-9586. Voices, now 10 to 12 a.m. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Money Matters, 1 to 2 p.m. Monday afternoon. And Inside the News, Saturdays, 10 to 12 noon on Win FM 98.9.
Special. Running March 20th to April 2nd. Now, our Value Club Blue Tag specials. Juicy Juice box juices, just $13.99. Planters cocktail and dry roasted peanuts, $14.99. Kind granola bars are just $6.99 each. Essential Everyday grated Parmesan cheeses, $11.99. Eggo waffles and pancakes, $15.99. Orville Redenbacher microwave popcorn, just $9.99. And now our very low weekly
value deals. Extra liquid laundry detergent, $12.99. Almond Braise, almond milk, $17.99. The Quaker Oats regular and quick, $21.99. Rice Aroni side dishes, $7.99. Almond Hammer deodorant, $8.99. Almond Hammer toothpaste, $14.99. Shop Smart, Shop Value Mart. Tell them in Spanish.
Sea listo y haga sus compras aquí en Value Mart.
Welcome to Island Tea with your faves. Keep it locked in with us for your daily dose of hot tea, only on Win Media 98.9.
And I'm back with you. The time is, let me see, 8:44. I have a caller. Hello, caller.
Good morning, Quint.
Good
God
day
bless.
to you,
God
Greg.
blessings to all. Now,
Yes.
what I'm saying is, I'll like say a few things quickly as possible. One, we need to start back up the move and the push for becoming a republic for the federation. Yes, I realize that the push for things that need to become a republic died out since since Dame Marcella Libert became the Governor General. But that push needs to be reignited for St. Kitts and Nevis to become a republic. Anything, that's the way we should go. Number two.
Do you think that us becoming a republic? I've been hearing that for some time, and I have no problems with us becoming a republic. But do you think us becoming a republic is going to make much of a change? I feel that it is all about the leadership. I feel that if we become a republic and the leaders adopt the very same attitude they have, it's not going to be much of a change.
No, that is quite right. That is quite right. But you see, as a republic, you have more leeway to make your decision. You have more leeway to make your decision. For example, like I said, if you try to make a law, and if the king or some future monarch or the present king decide not to go against his governor general in rejecting a law, in rejecting to sign a law, there's nothing you can do about that. So right now we are at the mercy of the monarch in England.
Yeah, I agree.
We are at the mercy.
And like I said, I don't have a problem. I feel that we should become a republic, but I also know that when I can guarantee you, if and when we become a republic, you're going to hear us complaining about the decisions our leaders make that we are not comfortable with, and we are then in a position where they have the final say and they do as they wish and they keep the same attitude. I reiterate, until our leaders understand that we, the electorate, elected them to do a job to make things better overall for us as a people, it's going to be the same old, same old.
Yeah, but at least, like I say, at least you're not at the mercy of the queen. Because let's say you want to make a law that's going to be better for your people, and the president or some future monarch decide no, you're still in the same quandary.
Yeah.
What I'm also going to say, not only that, but also in addition to that, because that's a very real thing, that is more than symbolic.
Yes.
That is very practical. But even symbolically, you still under the symbolism of your colonial master.
Okay, let me give you a hypothetical. Like I said, I believe that we should become a republic, but I have a problem with us saying things that we feel is going to be like, it's going to be the utopian experience that when we become a republic, I don't want us to get the impression that if and when we become a republic, it's going to be all smooth sailing. Let me give you a hypothetical. Let's say that the present system wanted to pass a law that individuals who break certain laws in the country were going to be receiving lashes, right? And the monarch says, no, that should not be implemented, okay? And then there are those who will say, I believe that there are some who should get lashes because, everything has gone out of whack and people have no regard for law and order and so on and so forth. Okay, but then let's take the other scenario now where we become a republic and the leaders want to enact the same law, and we don't have a king to say, well, no, you're not going to do it, and they implement it. Now, there are those who are going to say, well, that is good because now those who think are going to get due punished, And then there are those who are going to say, no, we don't. You see, if we had a king, the king would have said no. You understand what I'm saying? So it's
if
6
we still
of
had
1.
the colonial master.
It's 6 of 1.
You could exalt king and put in if we still had our colonial master.
Yes. So I'm saying, yes, I agree that we should become a republic, but don't think that us becoming a republic is going to make life a utopian experience.
Oh, no, it all depends on the leaders, as you correctly said. Because, look, Jamaica is a republic.
Yes.
Look,
Barbados,
Trinidad,
I think, is a
Barbados
republic.
Then the end magically come a lot better. No, they're still in the terrible position.
That's what I'm saying.
But at least they got more leeway in making the laws and that sort, so without being under the threat of the present or some future monarch agreeing with the governor general to reject whatever.
Yes.
You see? The queen in the past said what she said, but that was only a privilege she gave us.
Yes.
You know? So we take it to mean that no monarch in the future coming after could do contrary to her.
Yeah.
Which they could do.
Yeah,
They're not bound by her decision.
Yes.
Okay. That is one issue. A second issue is somebody said yesterday we are a Christian nation. Well, that is by no means true. Based upon the teachings of the Bible, we are an evil, wicked, hypocritical people living in disobedience to the word of God. That's another issue. And also, I would like to say that you mentioned the issue of tariffs. Tariffs, the more you increase them on your, the more you increase your tariff, you're only hurting your society more than anyone else.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter which country you are, be you America or whoever. And not only that, because you raise your tariffs, end up hurting your country.
Greg, before you go on, I'm going to tell you, okay, there was another caller. I was going to ask you if you're going to continue or should I let the other caller engage. But go ahead. That call has jumped out.
That's your choice. I would abide by whatever choice you make.
Okay.
I would abide by whatever choice. That's your call.
Okay.
Okay. Another point that I wanted to quickly make as well is that, yes, so because when you raise tariffs, because it hurts your people more than others. That means if A raise tariffs and B, it is silly and stupid for B also to raise tariff and A, because you hurt your people more than anyone else when you raise your tariffs. The only way to win a tariff war, and yes, tariffs war can be won. The only way to win a tariff war is not to reciprocally raise your tariff. And even better.
But then it is not a war.
Exactly, that's how you win a trade war, by voting it in the first place.
Okay. And
even better yet, to even decrease your tariff, which you should be doing anyhow. And that even more about the trade war. But once you're going to engage tit for tat, both of you are going to end up the losers.
Yeah.
Another point I would like to make quickly is that even more about the reusable bag.
Hello, caller.
Yes.
Hello.
Morning. Good morning.
Before you speak, let briefly, Greg, finish your point, if anything.
Okay. Yes. Another issue that should have made yesterday when Cartencia rolled out her new reusable bags. Like I said, the increased demand for the garbage bag will increase the price of the garbage bag. That's price and that's supply and demand. But also the same go for the reusable bags. The more they are going to be in demand now as a result of the bag. That means also they, based upon supply and demand, their prices are going to go up too.
Yeah.
And so in every direction, you're just making life harder for the poor financially. I mean, it's done hard now with other prices going up. Now you're adding these others, and it's not good for the poor.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So caller, you can go ahead now. Sorry for
Yes. Good morning again. Good morning, Miss Henry. Now I just have a question. Now, do we really want to be a republic?
Well, that is a question. Yeah.
Because I mean, if we really want to be a republic, we acting like somebody have us by the neck, holding and they're not letting us go. When Charles became king, he said, "All who want to go, just do up your paperwork and bring them. He'll sign them."
Okay.
If we really wanted to be a republic, we should have do it. All this talking about republic, and then again. Greg went on to say, yes, Jamaica is a republic, but then he said, but look at this and look at that. We become a republic, and then you're still looking to the same colonial master for help.
Yeah.
It's just like when they up here in America, when the slaves were free, they got their free paper. Instead, they leave the plantation, they stay on it and work.
Well, I disagree with you on that part. The slaves had no choice. The system was set up in a way that it was only freedom on paper, but the pressure was such that the slaves had no choice other than to work for the master. So that is a different
scenario. You got your paper run for the hills. They stayed on the plantation. So we thought we want to be a republic, be a republic. And then you're still going to look to the same colonial master for help when you're in trouble, when you need help.
Yeah, well, that is a good
I don't
point.
I don't believe we really want to be a republic, because if we really wanted it, all they have to do is do up the paperwork and put Charles to the test.
Yeah.
You have a prime minister. The prime minister don't listen to the people. The people say they want to be a republic. It's just like when the people say, give us Barabbas. Didn't the king give them Barabbas? Well, if you want to be a republic, let it be a republic. You have a good day.
Same to you. Take care. Well, it's all about the people wanting, and the question is, do the people really want what they say they want, or are they just saying they want it until they get it, and then when they get it, I'm sure there's going to be some who are going to look back and say, better we had stayed because you can't please all the people. And you definitely won't be able to please a lot of the people a lot of the time. So I'm going to take a bit of a commercial break, and I'll be right back.
Found the sound, 98.9 FM.
Heritage matters to me. Heritage matters to you. Join me, Percival Hanley, this coming Friday and every other Friday at 10 a.m. to 12 noon for Heritage Matters on Win Media SKN 98.9. Heritage matters to me. Heritage matters to you.
You ever hear Earthquake call and say, hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, Earthquake, I come in Tuesday around 10? No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out away. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't run to the door, we are in the exit. Stairs might block up or full of people. Elevator, avoid that, because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without ear. Take cover under a strong table or a bed, or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner, and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take care yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, nobody run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop, and do the DCH, drop, cover, hold on.
This message is sponsored by the Australian Government, AusAid, and produced by NEMA in collaboration with Win FM.
Welcome to Island Tea with your faves. Keep it locked in with us for your daily dose of hot tea, only on Win Media 98.9.
And I'm back with you. The time is 8:58. We do have a caller on the line. Hello, caller.
Yes, good morning, man. I'm back again.
Yes.
I like the exchange you had with Gregory just now about going Republic. I wanted to say that I'm agreeing with him.
Yes.
The current government, when there was campaigning, they said they were going to try to take the country Republic. I don't know why that's on the back burner. Self-determination and self-rule is very important to take that step, republic, rather than to be having the monarchy as the head of state.
Yeah.
He made some great points. You were making some good points yourself. The exchange and the debate is good because, we educate the public, man. The step to go republic, the nation needs to be sensitized and be educated. And
WINF
might have been a good step.
Yeah.
We just need leaders, man. That's gonna be, doing right by the people.
Yeah.
Someone made a statement yesterday on another program that it was a lady. She said she wants to see. I guess she was maybe directing something to the prime minister or our leaders. She said she wanted to see our leaders be married, before they take office.
Okay.
But me personally, somebody don't need to be married to have morals and to have integrity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we just need our leaders to do us right, do the country right, do the people right.
Yeah.
The thing with me and the republic status is that all of the Caribbean islands, we had a gripe with our slave masters, but yet still we go independent and we park up ourselves there for 40, 50, 60 years.
Yeah.
Me, not until when I got a little bit mature and go into adulthood myself, I realized, I thought when St. Kitts Nevis went independence, I thought that was the final step. But as time went along, I learned that there's another step called a republic.
Yeah. Well,
and
down the line.
Why are we talking about?
Down the line, we might be surprised to hear, even when we become a republic, there might be another step too. You never know how crazy this world is set up. So.
Yeah, but we can't be scared to take that step, man, because coming out of slavery and all that type of stuff, we have a lot of gripes with the slave masters, the colonial masters, but yet still, we are still keeping them as head of state. We got to have the courage, man, and we have to have the confidence in ourselves to self-determine and decide our own destiny. You know what I mean? We just need to be courageous, man.
Yeah.
And be positive. We need some more positivity and we need some more good in this life we live in, man.
Yeah.
And to all the beautiful young ladies, Nevis, who are doing their thing, and to all the hardworking people, I want to say to them, keep doing what they're doing, and just know the end result, you'll be successful.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I yield right there, man, and let some other persons come in, but
okay,
definitely, look how easy it was for Barbados to go republic. Why can't we go republic?
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man. And don't forget, I think the Prime Minister is having a round table this morning.
Yes, we're
going to advertise that, and then
we're going to be carrying it, as far as I know. Yes.
Yeah. That meeting is going to be very interesting because yesterday they started talking about the homicide, the crime, the murders by guns.
Yeah.
Subsided for the last 4, 5, 6 months.
Yeah. Okay.
But I preliminarily heard that there might have been a murder in Bird Rock. I just want to ask that question if there's any truth to that.
Well, I don't know of that.
Yeah, so we keep the watch and we look forward, and we just want the positivity, man. And to all the hardworking people again, keep working hard, man. You'll make it.
Yeah.
And good luck to the people of St. Kitts Nevis, man. We're looking for progress and peace and harmony in our nation. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Hello, caller. You're live.
Yes. Good morning, Brother Quint.
Good day to you. And how are you today?
I am humble and peaceful.
Yes.
And first of all, I must say good morning to the listening audience. And I hope they are taking all these contribution commentary seriously.
Yeah.
To learn about different understanding of taking the country forward. We are on a quest for the best.
Yeah.
That will serve us. And personally, I think and others will agree with me. I think we should go republic. We should take control of our own destiny.
Okay.
And far too long, and time has due for us to be coming out, for we to get out from this colonialism. Okay? We are smart, intelligent people too, and we could control our destiny.
Most
I mean,
definitely.
if we need help, nothing is wrong in asking. To beg is not a crime. Okay? Sometime you're going to fall short, but what is the community around us is all about? We should help one another. We should unite. We should love each other. Okay? And we should not under the oppression of dictatorship. We should be free. It's time for that. Now, in terms of how the government is going now, and where I would like the government to go. Quint, let me just deviate. Quint,
yes,
you are
yes.
a man that people are listening to. Quint, brother Quint.
Yes.
Why don't you? You are a man. Have you born with a twin?
No.
You have a twin?
No.
Okay. Does anyone determine your destiny?
Well, to some extent, but I think for the most part, I determine my life. Yeah.
Right. I am talking about oneself.
Yeah.
Well, I am asking you profoundly, humbly, Quint, why don't you get into the arena? You have broadcast good, how shall I say, diligence.
Before you continue, before you go, there are certain things in life that one knows they have the aptitude for, and there are certain things in life one knows they do not have the. I cannot play games. I cannot be a hypocrite. I cannot speak out of one side of my mouth. Anyone who knows me would know that I'm a straight up person, and straight up people who come directly at you, even if they know you're going to be offended, should not get into politics, because people, the masses of the people, even though the masses of the people say they want leaders, what they really want are individuals who follow the lines that they wish. And if you don't follow the lines that they wish, if for instance there's something and you come to the people and you say, look, this is the situation, it's going to be a little bit of a hard time, but we're going to get through this if we put our shoulders to the wheel, they're going to say, well, what are you telling us? We didn't put you there for that. So they don't want to hear the truth. They want you to, honestly, some of them prefer that you lie to them and you make them feel good, and I cannot play that game and will not play that game. And in a nutshell, politics is not for me.
Okay, I understand that.
Yes.
Well, I am not going to use the word politics. I am just, I will just say, the due diligence to mankind, the humanitarian effort, because using the word politics has blown out of proportion from what it was deemed to be. But I'm saying, when a man can speak truth and speak truth to power, they are unstoppable because you are true to yourself. I am true to myself. I'm not no fake phony, okay? And that's why I am on the quest. But all I'm simply saying, we got to find ways and techniques to defeat all these misfits and kleptocrats and recycled politicians. Because aren't you tired of having them repeating? They've been there, they've done that before, and they failed.
That is a true. That is a true statement. It is a true statement. The masses of the people seem to be tired of the same old, but it is for the masses of the people to make that decision.
Yes, sir. But we need to try new things. I mean, the things we've been trying in St. Kitts. Okay? We got to enhance and move forward for the better. And we got to quantumize a leap of faith, hoping for the best. And that's my quest. So, in short order, I will say, I wish, I pray, I hope that there will be independence, flood the zone, because it's not just for money. Money only for a time. No matter how long we line our pockets, extend our pockets, our money is not money is only a even exchange, legal exchange. But what else money can do? You could have money and you can't get food. You could have money and your money cannot save you from an illness. And guess what? When God say come, say no. I will close right there. I'll yield to someone else. That's my statement, and I'm not going to change it. People, you don't have to be no scholar. You don't have to be no Harvard, Yale, Oxford. You could come from 1A6 in school, and you have a dream, because life is out here in the real world, not school. And you could have a dynamic intervention that will please mankind. Thank you for having me. Quint, thank you for allowing me again. Bye for now.
Okay, I was rather kind of a bit engaged. Hello, caller, you're live?
Yeah, Quint?
Yes.
Yes, I'm going to say something.
Okay, Greg, I'm going to allow you to express yourself, because while you're speaking, I'm going to be doing something in the background, okay?
No problem.
Go ahead.
No problem. Yeah, Quint, it seemed to me that when the present government were in opposition, when they were campaigning to beat unity at the polls, in the campaigning, one thing that they were doing was pushing to become a republic. Now, it seemed to me, and this is my opinion, it seemed to me that they were trying to frame themselves as being the conscious party, which would pull at the heartstrings of the people. Because, you know, St. Kitts is mostly black people. And our foreparents were slaves under England. So it seemed to me that the present party was in opposition at the time, tried to frame themselves as the conscious party for black people in St. Kitts. So it seemed to me that is why they were pushing for a republic, so that the people now would see them as the conscious party and would vote for them, because the others, they are not conscious. They are for the supporting of the colonial masters. And so it seemed to me that they used St. Kitts people to accomplish such ends, to put them in power. But when they put up Dame Marcella Liebert to be the Governor General, and she became the Governor General, and when I heard them celebrating it, commending her and that sort of stuff, you know what I said to myself? I said to myself, well then, here now goes the end of the push for becoming a republic. Because there's no way they're going to have Marcella, put Marcella, the Marcella Liebert, in that position of Governor General and have her to serve as the shortest Governor General, especially as a woman. Because remember, they were saying, oh, she's the first female Governor General and that sort of stuff. And I said to myself, like I said to myself, here goes the end of the push for St. Kitts and Nevis becoming a republic, because they are not going to want her to be the shortest serving Governor General, and especially as a female, the first female Governor General.
Okay.
And so I said to myself, you see how we just use with people? You see how people are very easy to be used?
Okay. Okay, Greg, we have some other guests. That is why I was doing something.
Thank you very much.
So, yes, I'm going to take a bit of a commercial break, and when we get back, we'll indulge the farmers, okay?
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
If you live in low-lying areas, be aware of the possibility of tsunamis immediately after an earthquake. A strong earthquake lasting 20 seconds or more is a natural tsunami warning. Do not wait for an official warning. Gather your family members and evacuate immediately after the shaking stops. Don't delay. A tsunami could occur within minutes.
This message is sponsored by the Australian Government, AusAid, and produced by NEMA in collaboration with Win FM.
Maybe it's the way the brilliant gold liquid reflects our sunshine, or how the bright blue of its label mirrors the clear Caribbean skies overhead. Maybe it's the fresh, crisp taste of this beastly cold beer on a scorching hot day. Maybe it's even the way it brings us all together. But one thing is for sure, Carib is very much a part of who we are wherever we're from in the Caribbean. Carib, it's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
It's the start of the week. It's time for a new perspective. It's time for Unfiltered. Join Azar Gums, lawyer and deputy leader of the People's Action Movement, for raw and unfiltered political analysis of the current events in St. Kitts and Nevis. Tune in every Sunday evening from 7:30 p.m. on Win FM. Join Azar Gums as he breaks the mantle and cuts through the unfiltered political noise to bring you the facts. Unfiltered every Sunday evening on Win FM 98.9.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
Do you want to know what's happening in sport? Tune in to On the Ball, a weekly tour show which is on WinFM 98.9 every Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. with me, your host, Troy Biff Mills. We will keep you on the ball with our variety of guests and, of course, your calls, discussing the facts and the stats and sharing your opinions. Get on the ball and stay on the ball by tuning into On the Ball with Troy Biff Mills on WinFM 98.9 every Tuesday night from 7 to 9 p.m. and also on Facebook and YouTube. Be on the ball.
Hey, have you heard about the water shortage in our area?
Yeah, it's pretty serious. I've been trying to conserve water as much as possible.
Me too. I've started taking shorter showers and turning off the faucet when I brush my teeth.
Well, that's great. Another way to save water is to fix any leaks in your house.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. How much water can a leak waste?
A small leak can waste up to 20 gallons of water daily, which can really add up over time.
Wow, that's a lot. And have to check for any leaks in my house.
But another good tip is to only run your dishwasher and washing machine when they're full to save water and energy.
I'll keep that in mind. It's important that we all do our part to conserve water, especially during this shortage.
Absolutely. Every drop counts.
This message was brought to you by the St. Kitts Water Services Department. Learn more at water.gov.kn.
Welcome to Island Tea with your faves. Keep it locked in with us for your daily dose of hot tea only on Win Media 98.9.
And we're back with you live. The time is 9:17 or 17 minutes moving away from the 9 o'clock hour. And we have two individuals in Studio 2, and we will let them inform you as to why they are here and what they are bringing to you. Good day, gentlemen.
Good morning. I'm Troy Flanders here with the Farm Report. Another Wednesday, another Farm Report. In the studio with me is the farmer, Esmond Henderson. And today we will mainly speak about the consortium planting program. But a little housekeeping matters available right now at the marketing unit at the Department of Agriculture. We have cucumbers, we have turmeric, sweet peppers, and when I say sweet peppers, I mean in a large amount. There are the carrots, some jumbo-sized, beautiful sweet carrots, cabbage, tomatoes. We have yam, corn, and pap choy. They also have seasoned peppers available for those of you who are looking peppers out there. Please come out, support the farmers, buy locally. By doing that, you will make sure that the farmer is able to take care of himself, his family, and actually we are doing our part to help feed the nation. So support us, and then we continue to grow food.
Yeah, I like the list that you ran down there, because the list you brought up makes me feel that the farmers are really producing food now, because we used to be hearing only peppers and peppers and peppers, but now I hear carrots, I hear yams. I hear. Could you run down the list again for us?
Yeah, we have cabbage.
Yeah.
Tomatoes. Yeah, and pop choy. We have seasoned pepper.
Yeah.
We have plantain by Priada. Pumpkins,
man. This sounds like farming. This sounds like a variety of food that the people need.
Yes, and unfortunately though, we have a large amount of peppers, bell peppers, and the chill right now, and they are not moving the way they should. The market is not absorbing the peppers as it should.
Maybe because, like I said, I've always been hearing that they're peppers, so maybe the farmers will have to work out who's going to grow peppers and to what extent, and diversify and so on and so forth over time.
But I mean, at the same time, we are still importing peppers.
Well, that is a problem. That is definitely a problem.
You know, most people prefer the local peppers.
Yes.
And the prices are good.
Yeah.
Is affordable, but yet the importers are still bringing in peppers, and we're having some challenges. We already start losing peppers. A good amount of peppers already spoiled.
And this again brings up, what is the system doing? The system is supposed to protect when the farmers. Don't you all lazy on with the system to say, well, we're expecting X amount of peppers, and so the system can say, if you're going to be producing and bringing to the market X amount of peppers in the next 2 months or 3 months, we can say, put a hold on, isn't that the way it is supposed to go?
Yes, I think it should be that way, but unfortunately it's not like that.
Well,
this is a challenge we've been having for quite a number of years now.
Yeah, for a long time I've been here.
We had a planting program last year, and our listeners could recall that we had to dump thousands of pounds of tomatoes and bell peppers and watermelon.
I remember hearing that.
And so this is something that's been going on, that's been challenging us for quite a number of years.
And when that happens, doesn't the farmer experience a big loss?
Yes, it does.
So the system has got to find a way, in conjunction with the farmers, to know when something is going to be expected on the market and say we're going to put a hold on imports. Mm-hmm. It just has to be done.
Well, I appreciate what you're saying, and it totally makes sense. But I'll say this to you. We no longer have any faith in the system.
Yeah. Speak up, please.
I said we no longer have any faith in the system.
Yeah.
I think the system is broken, and that is why we're here this morning. This is a list here that we were able to gather from last year, from our program, and this is over 100 buyers of bell peppers from the packing house.
Yes.
Totaling around 30,000 pounds of bell peppers.
Wow.
And so we are here to encourage our people again, and as you were saying,
to come and consume, come and buy them up.
Patronize
yes.
the packing house. The list is so extensive that
and
I'm
as he
not
said,
everybody's name, but
as he said, our local peppers are always way better than those that are imported, because I know when you put those that are imported on the shelf or on your table, they melt away in no time. So yes. Do you want to engage a caller? I have a caller here, or do you want to elaborate some more?
Well, let's go for a little bit, and then we'll take that caller.
Okay.
So what we were saying is, those of you who went last year to the packing house and had your bell peppers, we're soliciting you again. We're asking that you please take the opportunity again. We are here again. Unfortunately, we are a bit late because we had some issues with the radio program. I am not sure why we won't allow back on earlier. There's some rumors. We're not going to go into those here today, but we should have been here
advertising before, but we're here now, and unfortunately the bell peppers are also here. The plan was to start. The plan was to start advertising prior to coming in, but we're here now. We start harvesting already, and as you were saying, we're losing thousands of pounds already. And the unfortunate thing that you were talking before, these bell peppers, these produce that are growing now is part of the 25 by 25 program. So it's not that the government is unaware of what we're doing. They're fully aware because most of the seeds were given out by the government to farmers to plant. And that's why I'm saying I've lost all faith in the system to even rectify itself.
So how do you go forward without the system? I'm asking you as two farmers. I've heard you on different programs on different radio stations, so I'm afraid with what you've been going through.
Right.
So how do you create an environment where you can move forward? For instance, today you have all these peppers and yet still they're importing. How are you going to deal with that in the future?
We are hopeful because, as I said, this is a list of over 100 buyers. And we believe if we engage properly with our people, we believe, like for me, I believe that our people, I've never met anybody who said they don't want to support the local farmer.
Okay.
And so I believe, again, if we're able to engage properly, early,
For instance, if you were able to come before and say, we're expecting some peppers such and such a time, then the market will be conducive to it.
I believe that.
Yes.
And so that is why we say we want to bypass the system. Because one of the things, right, we sat in a meeting, and I'm sorry again that I have to bring up the permanent secretary, Mr. Miguel Fleming. We had a meeting with both him and the minister at the time, and the minister was, touting his marketing skills by saying once we grow these things, he's going to be able to market them.
Yeah.
The permanent secretary then stepped in and he said, Mr. Minister, with all respect to you, we are going to have to use policy to curtail our importers.
Yeah.
If there's any policy, they are going to continue to import, and we're not going to be able to break through.
Yeah.
The minister then continued to say, once we grow these things, he's going to be able to market them.
Yes.
To this day, we have not used policy, and we're not able to break through to the market. Okay. And so that is why I'm saying we know what the problems are, and we know where the problems lie. It's not a new phenomenon. It's not a new situation.
So from I think I can gather from your statement. This is what I gather from your statement. The minister is not listening to his permanent secretary.
Well, I won't go that far.
Well, I will
create any issue.
Because this is not creating an issue. This is fact. If you have a meeting, the minister is there, the permanent secretary is there, you put forward something, and the minister says, as long as you produce, I'm going to get, be able to consume it.
Right.
And the permanent secretary says, Mr. Minister, with all due respect, we're going to have to curtail the importation of the goods so that those that are produced locally can be consumed, can be bought up. And the minister goes on to say, as long as you produce them, I will be able to get them, get a market for them. Then the minister is not listening to his permanent secretary. It's a fact.
Well, I don't know what happened after, and I am not privy to the after conversation. But to your point, though, the permanent secretary raised an example.
Yes.
He raised an example in that said meeting, and he said to the minister, we had this same problem with eggs.
Yes.
And had we not intervened, the egg industry would have been wiped out, he said.
Yes.
And we were able to save the industry by putting policies in place that curtailed the importer by having them having a permit issued whenever they want to import eggs.
Yes.
And so the eggs industry was saved. But quickly, it is not even a new practice, because look at North America now. North America is saying to save one of the biggest exporter of agricultural goods on the planet is saying to save the industry, they have to protect the producers.
Well, that is a given.
By tariffs or by whatever means. And so we are here struggling and having this conversation over and over and over again, unheard by our leaders. So again, but I want to go back to our purchasers. Please, we're somewhat begging that you listen, you hear from us, and we're going to put some letters in place shortly. We're going to put some systems in place shortly for those small vendors, small restaurants, small supermarkets, those who are 10 and 20 pounds. We want to put a delivery system in place for you.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to deliver your peppers in and
To
out throughout Bastille.
Okay.
So that is coming shortly. We're having a meeting. We'll put things together so that we're able to serve the merchants in and around Bastille. So I just wanted to say that quickly.
And let me ask a question, because like I said, I've always been hearing that there's this big amount of peppers. So you're saying to me that even with the big amount of peppers, as long as you get to the audience before and you make them aware that you're going to have these peppers, that they will be consumed?
Yeah, I want to assure you that the big amount of peppers that you're hearing is a drop in the bucket.
Okay.
So because for the duration of our planting program last year, we produced in excess of maybe like 50,000 pounds.
Okay, so I'm asking question because I want to be enlightened.
But the market consumption monthly in St. Kitts is about 20,000 pounds.
Okay.
So for the duration from October last year to around March, April, we were only able to produce around 50,000 pounds.
Okay, so now I understand.
And we're consuming monthly about 20,000.
Okay.
So if we were able to do 10 or 15,000 pounds per month, we still would be below the market average.
I hear you clearly.
So
now.
the amount, let's not get caught up with the amount that we're hearing, because we're still way below.
Well, that is what I wanted you to make clear.
Yeah, we are not overproducing.
Yes,
no.
That is what I wanted to be clear on. Yeah, so go ahead.
We're not overproducing. You finished with that?
Yeah, so as I said, I'm true with the list, because we have to follow up with the list with some.
We could also invite the callers.
Correspondence
at this point in time. We could invite the callers to take part in the program at this point in time.
Okay, so callers, the phone line were lighting up not too long ago. Yeah. So callers, here is your opportunity to make an input and speak to the farmers who are here presently in the studios of WinFM 98.9.
What I want to say in all this process is it's two losers: the farmers and the
we have
general public, the consumers.
Caller, go ahead.
Good morning.
Turn down your radio, please. Turn down your radio, please.
Yes, sorry. I'm rude for that. Hold on, let me just turn this down. Okay, sorry about that. First of all, it is good that we have varieties of produce, and it is good we have a subsistence-based farmers in play. But I'm going to tell you, yes, we can produce any excess amount of whatever it is, but the prices and the tight regimen of prices. When I was in St. Kitts, I supported the local farmers or whosoever sells ground provisional. And remember, they don't get everything sold every day. And they will come back with what left over for the next day. But they're sticking to the same price. And at the end of the day, the produce is depreciating, and they end up throwing them away. St. Kitts, I find there's selfishness in that. Why not make something than to lose? Have a lower price accordingly moving forward. Okay? So they are too tight with a price. They want to make the same thing that they started out today, 5 days down the line. We have depreciation. Okay? Now, let's come to the ministers. The world is scarce of food on that broad basis. And I believe our ministers, they have to set up a marketing strategy rather than to deal with the local. Mind you, you have stated you are producing, and I stand for correction, where you all end up will have spoils. What about refrigeration storage facility? Because when I buy my produce, knowing that they are going to be depreciated, I peel them, whether it's potato, yam, carrots, or whatever, sweet peppers, whatever, and I freeze them. So they last longer. So it's a matter of discipline to adapt longevity and food sustainability. So these are things that we got to be smart in the way we maneuver ourselves for preservatives, for preserving our foods. But I think the ministers, they should set up, they should be proactive, and you always hear me about proactive. Get a market outside, other islands, other countries, especially the United States. Find a way out to get the foods move out, and it will be encouraging because nothing is better than when you can make your money from your sweat.
Okay, Carlo. I get the point.
Yes,
I get
thank
your
you for
point. Thanks for the call. One thing I got to let you know, though, that though we are producing this amount of peppers, we are still not producing enough for our local consumption. But the fact that we have the peppers on the ground and we cannot get into the supermarkets is the problem.
Well, I don't think we can't get into the supermarkets.
I mean, the way we should.
Yeah, and because a great number of the supermarkets are here. We have all the major supermarkets, all the major hotels. When we advertise, bought peppers from us, right? And that is why I say again, this is what we want to do. But the quantity that was bought was peanuts in comparison.
That's why I'm saying as we should.
Right. But as we said before, we want to not too much engage the government at this point. For me, I see the government as a total failure to the agricultural system, and I'm hoping that farmers could build something from here. I'm not sure if later, we'll be able to engage again, but for now, I am not willing to have.
You see where we're going down this road now, Esman, because looking at that now, you will take away from the farmers being able to farm. Now you're going to put them to market now. And so,
right.
But the system as is was supposed to design that you farm and you come to the marketing unit and they do the marketing.
Yeah.
But we spend so much time. We're going on 2 years.
Yeah.
We spend so much time trying to engage, trying to remedy the situation.
The system.
And here we are with the same situation. We can't continue like this. We just can't continue. It's not helpful, neither mentally nor physically.
Another caller. Okay, we lost that.
And so we have to become innovative. We have to find and get resourceful if we are going to be able to make it.
Caller, go ahead.
Yeah, Quint, it's me. Now, y'all were talking about protectionism, which goes against the Bible. Protectionism, because of that, is very bad and counterproductive. And what is protectionism? Government banning carrying up the tariffs to protect local producers, including farmers, as we've been speaking here today. Protectionism by government to protect their own is always bad and unbiblical too. And the reason why, the reason why it is so bad, is because it's unbiblical. But how does it play out in practicality? When government protects their own by carrying up tariffs or banning outside imports, what the local people do, it happens all over the world. What the local people do, they carry up the prices because they no longer have the competition. They cap the prices, and not only that, the products become substandard. for example, we used to have protectionism once ago, and people will sell you the produce very dirty. Not only that, they carry up the prices. Not only that, they married things. You can't get this unless you buy that and that. They married things, and you work out to the detriment of the poor man. They're becoming more expensive. In order to buy A, you have to buy B and C, and all them sort of stuff. And that was very bad for the poor man. Just recently, I went in Rams, not too long ago. Sure to call the supermarket name, but just recently I went into that place, and I saw them selling some local potatoes, which were very small, picking as they call them, and very dirty. Very small and very dirty. And so, in the end, protectionism, in the end, work against the poor man. What needs to be done is that the government need to get out of the whole agriculture business, like a lot of other things, and let the local people do whatever they do on their own initiative and in their own independence. And they're going to be more creative that way, and they're going to be more inventive that way and productive that way. But government matches up things. Once government involved, government matches up things and destroy things, not make things get better. Okay, thank you.
Well, I hope that they are listening to you, Carlo.
So then, Carla, then you're saying that there shouldn't be no passport, there shouldn't be no airport, because this state is for citizens, and there's certain mechanisms that was put in place to protect the citizens of this country. You have border security, that's protection, and food is not so much different. And I get the point, and the points that you made was very, very, very clear, and I think they are very, very true. Protectionism take away innovation, and it leads to some of the problems that you highlighted. But those things can be worked out separately, even if there is protection, right? We have our airport and we have our seaport, but we don't have slaves here. So we're not saying that anybody who come must be a slave because we're protected. So there's a level of freedom, even though we have protection. So if we say that we want to protect our local industry from foreign imports, we could do that, but then we could encourage our people to wash your potato, make sure they're sized properly, make sure that the pricing is up to standard so that the people could partake. Because one of the biggest protector of his industry, the agriculture industry, is the U.S. And all those things that you're talking about are in place. They have proper grading, they have proper pricing, they have proper systems, but they're protecting the industry, and you could go and check it out. And I'm happy to engage you.
You have another caller. Hello, caller. Go ahead.
Yes. All those things you mentioned are better provided and are better managed by the private sector. Airport, security, you name them all. They are better provided and better managed by the private sector. Yes, there are things that government should be involved in, like providing justice and praising those who do good based upon the teachings of the Bible. But all those other things, utilities and that sort of stuff, are better managed and are better provided by the private sector, which is more initiative, which is more creative and more innovative than the government sector.
Okay, Carla. So then just telling the government that they have no cars with the Tabasco project, because that is fully government run. And I'm glad that you raise it, because no farmer is involved in that. Right? I'm glad you raised that point. And back what Esma was speaking about, back then, the time you talk about when you used to ban certain things, and so you had your farming community flourishing. But right now, you can point the finger on one farmer who is doing well.
Right.
Now the system is open up. You realize it's to the detriment of your farmers. It bring the farmers now is unable to apply the trade the way they want to, and so that they could make a profit and feed themselves. You look at the farmers, they have the equipments, them are breaking down on them. There were equipment that they were able to get back in those days. Now they break down, and so they can replace them. So how do we go to deal with that situation? How will we deal with that situation?
I want you to elaborate on what you said about a particular good that you said the government is exclusively into it. What was that product?
Tabasco.
Tabasco.
Yeah, you hear. I mean, you hear the. I can't tell you much about it.
Yeah.
As man is a farmer, I don't know if you know anything about it.
No, I don't know anything about it.
And if you ask any farmers around, they have little to add to the conversation.
So,
but you hear the government speaking about this big agricultural project.
Right.
That is rather interesting.
But look, again, I don't really want to engage too much conversation with the government system too much. But when I look at this government in particular, there is something about this government that I don't really get. There was a tomato program that the government developed on the highway, the Kim Collins Highway. Yeah. It's about 20 years ago.
About that.
And that failed miserably. I think the Dwyer Stefan was involved, was instrumental in that project. Yeah. The government went under the former Labour administration and set up another government program or project in the St. Paul's area called the Capisteer project.
Capisteer Farm.
Failed miserably again. But remember, when we say fail miserably, we're talking about millions of dollars being spent.
Yeah.
And to the end, just abandoned.
Yeah.
Now this government here again is involved in another government-run project with bulldozers, heavy equipment, to start a government-run farm. And the Minister of Agriculture is yet to engage the farming community as to who are going to be the beneficiaries from that project. While we're struggling, the minister himself said that this project is going to yield us millions of dollars.
Yes.
I heard him on a press conference he had. But yet he's yet to engage. And I want to say to our young farmers, if this Labour government finds water and infrastructure to set up a government project,
$5 million budget.
I want you to be careful, because these are the things that young farmers are asking for.
Mm-hmm.
And the government is saying that it can't supply.
Yes.
Because there's a shortage of.
Yes.
If this government finds water to put on those projects with machinery to run a commercial Tabasco project, I want you to remember them at the end of this election cycle. Don't forget that these people deny you the opportunity to farm in a commercial way for the past 2.5, 3 years. And it's now saying that they are going to develop a commercial program, a commercial farm.
Which means that they are your major competitor.
Right, but which means, and they're going to take the resources
that
they said that they couldn't afford, they don't have. The monies that they can't afford, that they couldn't afford, to give to the young farmers, to help them to develop into commercial farmers. They're now going to find those resources.
Yes.
To run a government program. I see.
So my question is, if no farmers have been involved in this, who benefits from this really financially?
These are not projects that design for benefit. These are I don't want to go into too much things in the air, but these projects, they're scam projects.
Wow.
They run the duration, and then they close.
Yeah.
I mean, right? you had 2 examples before.
Right.
Well, we're not going to go into detail, okay? But what I will say is that we're not foolish people. We can see the picture and we can see how it plays out and come to our own conclusion. I'll leave it at that.
Right, because the government is saying that it's going to do, but from what I heard, they're going to do 10 acres of Tabasco bell peppers. to ship to Louisiana. You have 1 or 2 ports, maybe 3 ports before you reach to Louisiana. You know what freight costs look like. How are we going to benefit as a small country producing tobacco to reach to Louisiana?
But the 10 acres multiply, by 10. They say 100.
Well, even if it's 100 acres.
Next thing they say 200.
That is just one small farm in one of these countries producing mechanized tobaccos. These tobaccos look like they're going to be harvested by hand. I mean, we don't know, so we're speculating.
Yeah.
But I'm saying these are the kind of failures and the distance that is set between this government and the people that they're supposed to be representing. To this day, we have made our voices heard on this matter more than once, more than twice. Yet, the Joe administration feels like it is okay to continue without engaging the farming community. This is why I am of the opinion that this is not a project designed for profit.
Yeah.
Because anything designed for profit, you're happy, you're excited to engage people, to engage your stakeholders.
Yeah.
This is like a little cartel business that is being run here. You just see some backhoe park and some bulldozers park in an area. You see work going on, but there's no.
Okay, we're virtually out of time because I have to make some preparations for the next program. So could you do a bit of a wrap up? And this is a very, very interesting conversation, and I would like the next time you come that you elaborate a bit more on it, because it is, I'm sure the audience out there is sort of scratching their heads and wondering, well, what is this all about?
Well, Quinton, now you have a newsroom, and if they start to do their investigation, they will be able to report to their listeners also what we are saying.
Okay.
So I'm putting
the newsroom on
and the
alert,
newsroom
on alert.
also
Okay.
to assist us in getting some information.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you'll be able to confirm or reject our claims.
Whatever
when
you'll
we're back
say.
here.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Quickly before we are here, there's a serious concern that we are facing, the farmers also, where we have stuff, farm produce being stolen, right? And it is increasing. I know one farmer tell me that between December to now, they lost 61 bunches of planting.
Right.
Another farmer tell me that they lost 15. I myself had some loss also. Somebody stole some yams from me. So I want the general public to be very, very careful who you buying things from. And so, because as much as the farmer have to deal with competition with the marketing, the monkeys and the pig, they also have people out there stealing their things also.
Right, but let me cut you short there, because he didn't mention that he has about 2 or 3 acres of local onion, fresh local onions. So I don't know how we're going to market those. You're at the Best Buy parking lot selling onions. I think you should offer maybe like a wholesale there so that the people could access fresh local onions.
Okay.
Locally grown onions.
Okay.
Right, thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming. Take care.
Found the Sound 98.9.
Let's Get Real on Win FM. Hi, this is Lavi. Let's Get Real, Wednesday nights at 8 on Win FM. Get ready for an hour of real talk that will keep you engaged and informed, bringing you insights, the hottest topics of the moment, and perspectives that matter from the runway to the political arena. Real Talk with Lavi covers all. Let's Get Real, Wednesday nights at 8 on Win FM.
We can natural you with Fruta. The juice with the great flavor. What? Nothing nice like Fruta. The best juice come from the nature. Where fun and flavor collide. Perfect thing for nice up the vibe. Live Fruta full, yeah, that's my style. With Fruta, every sip give a smile.
Live Fruitaful. Look for us on the shelf with our new packaging. Enjoy 100% natural juice flavor. It's so fresh.
Live Fruitaful with Fruta.
The importance of co-parenting. Every child has the right to bond with the parents that gave them life. Children are happiest when they can freely communicate and enjoy the time, talents, and lessons that each parent brings to the relationship.
We make co-parenting difficult when we focus on differences rather than what is in the best interest of our children. Parents, your relationship with each other should never affect the relationship you have with your child. Celebrate your children together. They deserve your best. A message brought to you by the Department of Probation and Child Protection Services. Contact us at 467-1311 or 662-6833 for more information.
Welcome to Island Tea with your faves. Keep it locked in with us for your daily dose of hot tea only on Win Media 98.9.
And time is 9:55, and this is how we're going to wrap things up for Island Tea for today. The latter part of a conversation with the farmers and the Farmers Association, Farmers Cooperative, was rather interesting, and I think we're going to have to delve a bit and find out what is happening. So do take care. If your day started well, let's hope it continues in that vein. And for those of you who are sick and shut in, here's hoping that you experience a speedy recovery and you're back on your feet sooner rather than later. We're going to be bringing the Prime Minister's Roundtable, I think it is. So do stay tuned to WinFM 98.9.